Hi, I'll be with you in 1 second. Great, okay. Thank you, just bear with me. Flight time. Great. Great, that's booked. Sorry about that. Thank you so much for waiting there. How may I help you? Okay, and you're looking to go this year? Okay. Great stuff. Okay, so I'm sure you're aware of the ASMR Candle Spa Travel. We like to do things just a little bit differently. So we will ask you to join us for 3 sessions. The first of which will be today, where I get to know you, I enter your details on the system, talk about your preferences, your budget, the type of things that would be suitable for yourself and those who are travelling with you for a fantastic holiday. Holiday that's going to be perfect and tailored only to yourselves. And then we'll ask you to come back to look at some ideas that I've got. I'll go away after the first consultation, have a think about what you've told me. So the second consultation will be going through the suggestions I have and seeing if it's suitable for you. If it is, great, then we can go ahead on that day and book it. If it's not, then we can look at some further ideas together. And then you can either go away and think about those ideas or come back shortly for another consultation. And then the third consultation is more of a debriefing feedback, really. So you would come back after your holiday at a time convenient to yourself, maybe a week after, a few weeks after, talking about your experiences, what worked for you, what didn't work, what you would have liked us to have done differently. Exactly, yeah, and that last meeting is actually one of the most important for our customers, because it lets us know where we've gone wrong, how we need to improve, and it means that we can continue to be a really great bespoke travel service for our customers, because it means that we know exactly the things that we're doing right as well, so we can make sure that every single holiday package that we put together for our customers is going to be wonderful for them. Because firstly, we recognise that everyone, of course, is different with different tastes, and what is ideal for one person is not going to be ideal and suitable for another. So it's about having a real mixture and acknowledging that. And secondly, it's about improving it for yourselves for the next time, so you will of course come back to us and book with us again. Exactly, yeah, and of course we like hearing about our customers' holidays and that they've enjoyed themselves. It makes us feel good as well. Okay, so does all of that sound okay? Yeah. Wonderful. Okay, so let's just enter you onto the system here. Okay, and have you been a customer with us before? Have you booked with us before, or a member of your family? No, okay, that's fine. Excuse me a minute. Oh gosh, I'm ever so sorry. Would you like a cup of tea or coffee? You would? Okay, what can I get you? A filter coffee and milk, sugar? Okay. Hi Wendy, yeah, could you get a 1 filter coffee please, 1 milk, 2 sugars. Lovely, thank you. Great, okay, that'll be with you shortly. Lovely. So you haven't booked with us before, and how did you find out about us? Oh, lovely. Word of mouth. Okay. Not the internet or not through Google. Lovely. Okay, and can I take your first name, please? Okay, is that about how it sounds? Fab. Okay, and your date of birth, please. 23rd of April 1982. And the date of birth of the people who will be travelling with you. Okay, just yourself and your partner, so it'll be a couple's holiday. Okay, that's Robin, and what's his surname? Andrews. Date of birth? (1983). Okay, wonderful. And first line of your address, please, and your postcode. 85, yep. N for November, is that? Okay, thank you. Lovely. Okay, and the house number, please. 45. Okay. Lovely. Okay, and do you have an email address I could use? Gmail? Lovely. I think we all have Gmail these days, don't we? And Robin's email? That's why I'm out. Okay, just to confuse me. Lovely. Let's get that record saved. Okay, and can I have a contact telephone number, please? Okay, please, yes. Lovely. Okay. And your occupation? Oh, real estate. Gosh, interesting. Is that something you enjoy? Oh, it's just a stopgap. Understood. Okay, and Robin's. Oh gosh, photographer. Very creative. Okay, and when were you looking to travel? Okay, so what are we now? End of April, so you wanted to travel around June. Of course, I mean, you don't have kids, so you don't need to worry about making sure that you took the school holidays, and of course the prices, depending where you go, of course the prices do tend to be slightly cheaper out of season. Yeah, exactly. July, August is when the prices do go up quite dramatically. Okay. Right, let's... I'm just trying to think of any other details I need. Okay, and what's going to be your budget for the holiday? 1400? Okay, and are you looking for... Okay, 10 to 14 days. Absolutely, yep. Okay, have you had a think about the type of holiday you're looking for in terms of, did you want to go abroad, did you want to stay in the UK? Okay. Absolutely, a lot of our customers too prefer to stay around the UK these days because of the recession in the economy. But there's just so many incredible places to explore around here. I mean, there's some, for example, the Channel Islands in Guernsey, it does actually feel you are abroad even though people speak English. Place names tend to be French, the road layout, it does really feel like you are in France, so it's really the best of both worlds. And of course there's just so many areas of outstanding natural beauty, the New Forest, the Yorkshire Dales, the Peak District, Scotland of course, the Highlands, so it really depends the kind of holiday you'd like, where you'd like to go, whether you're a beach person, whether you are a hiker, whether you're someone who's really adventurous and wants to go on a lot of outdoor sports activities, so there is a whole mix of course. Okay. Okay, so what I would ask you to do now is just to give me a little bit of a spiel really about your ideal holiday, the sort of places you like, the sort of places you don't like, and then afterwards I'm going to get you to describe your perfect holiday and your worst one, so we can know the type of things to avoid for you. Okay. Oh, lovely. Okay. Okay. Okay, so if possible you would prefer to avoid a city break type of holiday. No problem. Okay. Okay, and do you want to talk me through a holiday that you would describe as having been a nightmare, just to give me an idea? Interesting. And where was that? In Weymouth, okay. Okay, so you'd prefer to avoid that area where you can. Okay. Not a problem at all. And what about in terms of, did you prefer to stay in one place and really get to know that area well? Or did you want to travel around and see a variety of places? Okay, so balance is really important for you. Okay. So you want to see a few places, but not wanting to pack up and go to somewhere new every few days, of course. Okay. Not a problem at all. Okay, so it sounds like what you're telling me is you want a culturally spiritual experience. You want something that is away from the very popular tourism hotspots. You want somewhere a bit different. You want to learn something new. You want to really experience a alternative way of life, and you want something that's going to be an incredible memory to take away with you. Definitely. Okay, so somewhere so you can recharge your batteries, perhaps. Yeah, somewhere to switch off. And depending where it is mobile signal important to you? Oh, okay, so it's almost like a retreat really you'd be looking for. Okay, so basically somewhere that has a bad mobile signal would be ideal. Yeah, of course, absolutely. Definitely, I mean, with smartphones and tablets, we do have an always-on culture. So even if we do set our office away from office emails, we still can't resist checking, can we? Absolutely. So if you can't actually use your mobile phone or smartphone, so much the better. You can actually have a proper holiday. It's all about work-life balance, isn't it? It means you'll return to work refreshed and ready to start again. Okay, so you want something beautiful, inspirational, something that will give you a new perspective on things, a fresh start. Well, I can't guarantee you will be a changed person, of course, but I do have a few ideas about the sort of places that I could suggest you could visit that will create a really strong impression on your lives. So something a bit different. Average. Okay, from the actual spiritual experience. So preferably not Glastonbury then. Yes, actually, it's funny you should say that. We had a customer in recently who'd gone on a spiritual retreat in Glastonbury, and they were really disappointed with it. Yeah, of course, because the festival, you'd think that it would be something really, really incredible, really, with a lot of really intensely relaxing experiences, but it does sound like, because it's very well known and it is a tourism hotspot, that it's kind of ruined it a bit. Yeah, I got that impression too. I was surprised. Okay, no worries, we'll avoid the Glastonbury area, which is a shame because so much of it is meant to be stunning, but if it has become somewhere that's not so, that's not going to be the ideal place for you, is it? Okay, and what's your opinion on tours? So an actual putting you on a tour package. Definitely. So it would, of course, if by the nature of the tours and the more specialist they are, then you will of course be grouped with like-minded people. For example, the sort of people who would want to go on a bird watching tour are going to be the sort of people, by virtue of the fact they're on a bird watching tour, who will like bird watching. So of course, if you do attend a spiritual tour, then there won't be similar people to yourselves. Yeah, we can arrange personal ones with your own personal. We can look at costs for that. That's no problem at all. If that's something you'd like me to look into. Okay, I'll add a note there with a question mark just as something to investigate for you. So when I do go to put together some packages and suggestions for yourself, what would be the key areas you'd like me to focus on? Most important priorities for yourselves? Okay, so a spiritual, non-touristy retreat destination. Okay. Okay, several areas rather than just one or two, absolutely. Okay. Within budget, of course. And what was that? That was 1,400 we said, wasn't it? Okay, and that's 7 to 10 days. And you don't mind anywhere in the UK, so you don't necessarily, you don't mind going to, say, Ireland or Wales, or... Okay. Lovely. Okay, great. Well, that gives me a lot of things to play with and put together. And as I said, I do have a few suggestions for yourself, but I do want to have a few days to come up with a really good plan to go through with you, to give you a few ideas so you can pick which one. Okay, great. Well, thank you very much for coming in. What I'll do is, did you want to arrange an appointment now, or would you prefer me to bring you this afternoon to arrange? Or absolutely no problem at all. Okay, so I have a few people to see in the next few days, but I have a free morning on, I suppose weekends are better for you. Okay, so Saturday morning. Okay, what's best for you? 10 o'clock? Take about 30 minutes, I would say. Okay. Okay, you should get an email invitation right now. Let me just click send. Lovely. Done. Okay. Great. See you in a few days then. Thank you.